Folks, we are back with Space Engineers Outpost 52 on a planet that is like Earth. I am Duke Skyloafer, and when I first loaded in, I had forgotten that we didn't build the spaceship over there, and I started to panic. And then I remembered we built it over here. So, today... oh, there's stairs here. Cool. Today, we are going to continue working on this spaceship, perhaps even starship, although I don't think that's possible in this game to go between stars, but we will go to space. Hello, Rumble Strip, you heard me correctly. We are here at Outpost 52 on an Earth-like planet. So, let me reacquaint myself. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. When I get off of this game, I'm gonna go lay in bed and I will have a cat lying on me. It's nice to have pets. Anyway, I need to reacquaint myself with what I was doing here. It seems that what I was doing was building a ship. So what we're going to do is basically get one side going and then figure out, we'll just map it on the other side there. So I think I'm going to turn off the build and repairs for a little bit. Hang on, my headphones got louder there. There we go. Let's turn off the build and repairs. All the builds and repairs for a minute so I could try to map some stuff out. I should see what the power situation is like on the base now that it's cloudy and the sun is behind the mountain. How are these batteries charging? Can we see any of them? Full. Cool. Okay, so one thing we're going to try to figure out how to do was kind of take this and mesh it into the side. I also need to try to figure out sure. I was going to try and figure out how to kind of make the bottom look like the top there. I think that, so the top is going to have, here I should just probably put these in. The top is going to have these solar panels on it. The bottom in place of that is going to have more thrusters, and since I don't really want to go any further down than that, actually, is that? Yeah, that should be the same height as the bottom of this, right? Yeah. So I don't want to go down any further than the bottom of that, but we're going to do this. Then I think I'm probably going to just kind of cover over the rest of this with armor or something. And then the rest of this, I think will be okay to go with. So I'm going to just throw these on while I'm here. I do want this, even though this is going to be essentially disposable, I do want it to be like good enough to blueprint and potentially build another one someday. Like if I have to come back here and, you know, go off to another planet on a long journey. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I was going to sorry, I had a thought on my commute home from work. I was riding on the train and I was thinking I should look up how long it takes to get from the Earth-like to the moon on average. Just slow boating it there. And I remember looking that up a long time ago. And I've done it before. I've done it once or twice. I generally prefer not to. But I'm sure someone out there has probably done it many times. Now let's see, how do I want to make this? Because we can't go... Oh, we can go back like that. Okay. Let's do something with that. 45 minutes? That's not bad. Maybe one day I'll just start a stream 45 minutes early, and it'll just be, the first 45 minutes will just be the ship cruising to the moon. And that'll be it. Alright. Let me walk up here. This is all just flat up here, right? It's just flat from that out. I kind of want to not do that if I can avoid it. Let's see, if we did... Well, I guess it could be a little flat. I have this tendency when I'm building to have, like, you know, you build a certain section and make it look nice, and then it just looks like it got sliced off. You know, it's like, I'll figure, I want to work this way. I'll figure out what this way looks like later, and then I end up redesigning the whole thing. Why did a bunch of components get pulled into there? Oh, that's interesting. Why can't... oh, that's your component. That's my other component, so it makes sense. Why can't I... Oh, there we go. Okay. That's fine. I guess our components, our first components cargo got full. So, oh, I didn't get the steel plates I wanted. Let's grab just like a bunch. Alright, then we'll probably just continue this shape out here. I'm not sure. Alright, I think what I probably want to do is do... And all of this is just so that I can get the little overhangs that I have on the other side, but I want to do this, I think. Yeah, then we're going to be doing a lot of half blocks to cover this, so we could do... Yeah, see, I think that looks kind of weird like that. You know, where it's like the battery has the little lip and then this thing just kind of pokes out. So, let's see. So if I'm doing something like, as an example, like that, I need a something that connects to that, and I know it exists, and I think it is... Nope. Oh, maybe it doesn't exist. Nope, this is it. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Yep, just gonna be a chill build stream today. In the fog. And shortly I'll be able to go take a little nap and make it daylight, and we will be in good shape. So let me throw in... So I saw the teaser for the next Space Engineers update, the next Space Engineers 1 update, which is probably coming pretty soon if they're starting to put teasers out. That means that we are probably looking at, I don't know, a couple weeks, 1 week. Can't be that long at this point. I'm still not entirely sure what exactly is included in this update. Like, the newsletter today showed more prototech blocks. I think at least 2. And I know there's that, what, inset small connector is coming. And I think some new cargo blocks, right? I'm trying to remember. I know they've said that they're focused on, like, it was supposed to be around, like, new encounters, I thought. But I haven't heard anything about the new encounters. I've only heard about the new blocks. So, no idea. No idea what's coming. Yeah, new cargo ships is what they said. But, like, what is that? Does that just mean new models? Well, I guess you did say adjusted AI. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm just trying to think, like, what does that actually mean? Like, will they be... If it's just new models of ships, I mean, that's something. You know, but what is the new encounter? Like, what are they going to be able to do? Call for reinforcements? Like, are they going to bring in a bunch of, like, MES-type features? Are they going to be found in different, like, battle groups or something? You know, what's going to be the plan? I'm wondering. Which I'm sure we're going to find out pretty soon. kind of want to do this right here. And then take this one down. And go back to what I did with that side. You know what I kind of want to do is build one of those cockroaches, that little buggy thing from Helgen, just to drive out and get the unknown signals. Although I'd probably kill myself doing it. Do I want... So I think what I want beyond this, because I don't want a whole lot of armor around this thruster thingy, but we can kind of scooch that together like that. That's a technical engineering term. Like that. Then it'll still kind of stick out a little bit. And then I just got to figure out how to make this not look like we're covering up this entire intake here. So if we were gonna carry this shape forward, it would be like this, which would look okay, I think. Let's maybe do... Okay. Yeah, that's actually, I mean, the modular cargo ship idea is a good theory, because the yeah, they might be carrying like proto-tech blocks and stuff like that, and so yeah, you might want to, you know, you break them apart. You know, I kind of want to do not what I was thinking, actually, and maybe do something more like more like this inside of there, and then like a something like that, or maybe even take that one down and do the same kind of half slope into there. Yeah, I like that. Let's weld that up. Let's weld that up while I go do the top. So that is changing that to that and combining it to that and doing that. Okay. Is it you're not stalking you well enough again? We're gonna have to get him on that. That's just unacceptable. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I am really tired today. Like, this was a long week and I took out the wrong block. And the good news is doing these streams always energizes me. So I'm just waiting for that to kick in at the moment. Okay, then we did that, and then I think, no, this one. Alright, then did I just carry that across, or did I not do anything with that? Yes it did, okay. Conspiracy YouTubes are honestly some of the best. Like, I don't believe a lot of conspiracies, but they are some crazy videos that are fun to watch if you're in the right headspace for it. Alright. That looks, I think that looks the same on both top and bottom. Let's look from the back here. Looks roughly the same from the back. So I'll have to figure out how to close this up, although we already know that this is going to be a big thruster. Might as well just slap those on there. So I can figure out how to go around those. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We'll probably put some color in here. You know, it won't just feel like a white plastic box, although there is a bit of a, you know, the fact that this is kind of disposable. Maybe it should just be a white plastic box flying through space. Under the entirety of the US? That is a good one. Just the logistics of that is fascinating to think about. This is going to take me a long time to copy to the other side. Should I keep working on the back or the front? Let's think about where we're going to put our... Are we going to want more than that? I think we're going to want more reverse thrust than this. Let's see about making some kind of like a thrust pack kind of a deal. Probably going to armor over the whole thing, so I could just use these things. Or maybe it would be better to do it here and have some reverse thrust there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 there facing forward. And then, yeah, maybe 4 of them right here. I think I would still need a middle to connect. Well, if we did... Thank you for making the time, Majira. I appreciate it in your schedule. Coming to see us. Okay, so I was thinking like a cross shape, but maybe just like 4 corners. That could actually be interesting. Let's do it 4 corners, and we'll do it with these things. So we'll do it to a T. I'm gonna forget how I did this when I go to do the other side, I'm sure. I'm trying to do this so that these all face the... like this. Go like that. And then on the side here, these might end up getting actually buried underneath the armor. Maybe we'll do something with like some windows or something so you could still kind of see them. Folding wings? What would I need the wings for? The atmospheric mod would probably make that crazy. But that might still be okay. Oh no. No, one of these is no good. One of these is no good. I mean, we could make them like solar. Like we'd have to, in other words, it would be like their wings, their space wings. You do not deploy them in the atmosphere under any circumstances. That all of these are the wrong. All of these are the wrong type. Every single one of these is wrong. These are supposed to be this kind. There we go. All right, so then I was thinking for this, we'd go... This really doesn't matter which way these are facing. I don't know why I'm spending so much time doing this, but... There we go. So those 7 thrusters will be my braking thrusters, so there'll be 14 little braking thrusters. See, that's why I tend not to do, like, edited videos and just do streams. It's because I'm lazy. I used to do a lot of video editing, like, all the time, and just decided I don't want that to be a thing. But I appreciate the people who do. Okay, now I want to... Woo. I want to woo. What am I going to do with this here? If that was this side, we would do that right there. Let me just see what this looks like if we do this like the other side. What is with you and you all and being obsessed with who's the oldest? We can all feel old and crabby without being old. Alright, it's not an exclusive club. Age is a state of mind. Oh, he called you a kid. Is that? Oh, yeah, he did. That's what you kids call it now. Oh, you kids. Yeah, that's what I say to people who were born a year before me. Or a year after me, I mean. Okay, fine. Go to town. You could use the chat for this. Good luck. Just settle it amongst yourselves. Okay. So I did that, and then did that. So if I keep going with that, then I kind of want to start to slope it in after this, I think. Well, actually, you know what we could do? We could just take this and do like... Oh yeah, that just ends there. There's no... Okay. Good. So let's just do this. And then what if we just take like that and we kind of cover it, and then we just start building on the other side of it. You know, we just build out from here. So in other words, like, now we got some armor starting here. And I don't know that I can get up. There we go. Yeah, and then we build around this thing, and these are just kind of there. Or we could even push this out one so that they're kind of covered one. But I like this. This will work. We'll go maybe like this. Yeah, do the same thing on the top side there, and then we'll figure out how to kind of close the gap here. So I think we probably want to start, because this is a half slope here, so I gotta be careful with this. But I think we want to start sloping this up as well. Oh, am I gonna have trouble closing that gap? I don't know. If anybody's watching the VOD later and is wondering what's going on, Ajir and Rumblestrip are having, let's say a less than impressive pissing contest in the chat. Maybe you guys needed a warm-up round or something. Alright, so what if we did this? And I got a block that fits in there. I know I do. There is a block for every occasion. And it is not one of these, but it might be this one. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, will I remember how I did that when I go to do the other side? I think we all know the answer is absolutely not. So, that's okay. Oh, 6:03 p.m. That means I can go take a little nap and get some light going. I'm excited to see... Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh. I'm excited to see how the solar panels work when the sun has just come up, because as it stands, or as they stand, I guess, when the sun goes behind the mountain, they don't block each other, I don't think. Alright, maybe you guys should, like, think it over and come back next stream. You know, and we could do a... What do they call it? Like, some sort of a... Like a beef? Is that what they call it? Is that what the kids... Is that what you kids call it these days? Yeah, rap battle. Do a rap battle in the chat. Alright. Oh, you know what? I was gonna look closer at those. Seems that I'm just looking at their shadows here. Gonna run back over here real quick. Yep. Yeah, it seems like the littler one might be getting blocked a little bit, but that's okay, because it's still a net gain here. Let's see, is it? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So that's okay. I'm good with that. That's still a huge gain of solar power we're generating, so... There we go. I should put something under that. Alright, this thing is starting to look like a kind of boring looking spaceship, which is kind of the goal, so. Alright, what if we just... Really, I'm honest, that was the exact amount of steel plate I had, huh? How we doing? I don't need this much. Just give me like a little bit of that and then give me all that. How are we doing on iron? I'm sure we still have plenty of it, but 100k. Okay, good. Did we get through all that ore? No, we're still doing some cobalt. Oh, but that's it. This is all the other stuff we brought back with us is already refined, so cool. All right. I think I might finish this side, maybe start on the drill, the front part, and then we'll start on the other side, maybe if I have time. I always say maybe if I have time I'll do it off stream, but I never have time, so we'll see. Alright, so we'll come up with something cool to put in there, in this little cross area here, but let's keep trying to shape this up. This is the kind of thing that could just stick out. So, just have to think through how it's gonna... Yeah, because we could... I do kind of want to leave this open for me to be able to get back in there while I'm building if I think of something. Boy, I'm just going to not read chat anymore. We could make this a... Ooh, you know what would kind of be cool? Okay, let me turn off the thing for a minute so I could try to map this out. Oh, the AIs are really hit or miss on comebacks. I'm sorry to say. Okay, so I think what I want to do is make this like a kind of a cowling that goes around it. I think that's the word I'm looking for. We'll do this like that on the inside, and then that kind of thing around the outside, and then we'll have a nice kind of a pod looking thing. And I'm probably gonna do no, that does not look as good. Oh, I have no doubt that either one of you could make this ship look nicer than what I'm doing. My aesthetic is not a lot of planning, not a lot of iterating. It's make it functional, then make it look okay. And I do usually take a greebling pass, but I'm probably not going to do it on this one just because, for the sake of time. Alright, so if I'm going around this, if I'm the kind of person who's going around this thing with armor blocks, would I go... I do kind of want it to be squarish like this. I'm gonna run up there real quick. Ah, there we go. I need a parkour tutorial. Alright, that's what we're gonna end up trying to merge in with this somehow. I don't know why I said it like that, but somehow. Well, actually, we could have done this and left a kind of an opening there. Actually, we could still do that and then just have like a kind of a ring around it. That might look cool. That... The way I'm thinking of doing this wouldn't... Actually, maybe. Hang on. If we did that... And then... Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on one gosh darn minute here. Pardon my language. If we do that... I have a couple of options in mind for this. But if we did that and then... I think I'm going to have to see this in real life to understand if it's good or not, so we're going to have to weld this up. Something like that, where it's not entirely, like it's kind of oval shaped a little bit. I should make a button that turns these on and off and put it over here. Alright, well, aside from missing a piece, I think that it should just be consistently oval shaped all around instead of like a cut corner square and then an oval in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. Hey Marcus. Let me have it take some things away. Then do I want... Yeah, I think I do. Okay. Am I going to be able to do this from down here? I don't think so. So it might be time to make a ramp on the front of this, since we're getting so long up here. So we're thinking this. With oh, it's interesting. Apparently that was load bearing. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That was. What the? Did I just... Oh, I just went spinning around on these things. Okay, now. Is that... Ooh. Ooh. No, no, no. No, no. Nope. There is a solution here, but that was not it. That was not it. Solution is this. Maybe. Yes, yes. Good. Good. Yeah, now we're talking. That did it. Alright, and then the inside is slightly different. We might change that. Okay, weld that up. Let's see what we got here. Alright, now, if I then put this thing in the middle, and this thing, see now it's, now I'm thinking I just got to make the whole thing not, or the sides also get it. I like having the lip sticking out around it, but it's... I'm not liking how some... I don't know. I'm not liking all of it. Hmm. Again, I say, yeah, maybe I won't do any kind of lip sticking out behind it, and we'll just make it like a single thing that comes out like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Nah, I mean, I might... Ooh, actually. Yeah, I think I kind of like that idea. Core of armored panels. Alright, let me take this off of here. Alright, now let me think, I don't know if I want to do corrugated, but what if we did encase this in like a, just like a, instead of trying to do it all aerodynamic looking, we just encase this in a box, you know, of armor panels, which I don't have in the toolbar at the moment. Where's my panels? Let's see, we're probably done with you. Let's put you there. You know, so we get like a, essentially just like a box of them, you know, going around it. I have to figure out how to do it on the other side. Wood work? Marcus? Wood? It would be fun to bring a wooden ship to space, I will say. Yeah, speaking of my design aesthetic, like I feel like you can kind of start to see a little bit about like what the front of this ship will look like, and it's got kind of a cool like, well, there's a thruster pod over here and there's thrusters over here, and all of that is there entirely because that's what the underlying structure of the ship allows for connection. So it's like I'm not thinking about what the outside of the ship will look like. I lay out the internal components and then think about how can I use that to build the function that I need for the, you know, the outside of the ship and armor around it. So doing that, I tend to come up with cool looking things, at least in my mind. I gotta get better at painting though. It is. It's a ton of thrusters, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, we're gonna be scooting sideways so fast. We'll be able to change direction like nothing. We need all these. We probably need all these downward thrusters. I'm actually thinking, because we talked about having this entire section turn off when it's in space, and only use one section until we really need to maneuver and need it all. But I'm actually thinking I might cut the number of thrusters in half on here and kind of fill in some extra space. Because I don't think we need the down thrust, but I don't think we need the side thrust as much. I'll think about it. This thing is going to be carrying a lot of stuff. It's going to be pretty heavy. So I'm probably going to need to decelerate at some point before I hit anything. But yeah, you know, 20 thrusters on each side. I think we cut it down to 18. And then we got a couple extra on the bottom. Excuse me. So, should be plenty for maneuvering, I would assume. Let's see. I'm thinking... what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna try something here. What if we shut off the build and repairs again? Yes, aerodynamics. What if we just did something like... let's see, I gotta start from like... here, I think. And then we really started... oh, let's see, this can be 1, 2, 3, 4... no, it's gonna start bumping into the... I have to think in terms of like... how close are we gonna get to the... like, this is the back of the miner, and the miner's also gotta have its own thrusters, so... it's potential that I've actually already pushed this too far forward. Maybe I shouldn't have these here at all. Because of the... where the miner is gonna be. That... only gives me 6 little braking thrusters, but the miner will have braking thrusters as well on the front. So maybe this is okay. Maybe we'll just take this off. Or cut it down. Like, so there's 2. I could just have 2 vertical. Depends on where how the back of the miner is, I guess. Scaffolding blocks? That's actually not a bad idea. We don't have a lot of small grid scaffold, do we? Yeah, this would be good if I was trying to do like having a panel come out, you know? Which actually would be kind of cool to do. I don't know how that would affect the aerodynamics of this. But it would be cool to have like a big panel running along the side here or something like that. Just for extra protection. Hey, John. Could you add blast door blocks to the bottom like skids? Not a bad idea, especially since the thing on the bottom is batteries. I was going to put landing gear on the bottom, but a row of blast doors alongside the batteries might be a pretty good idea. Or at least some. We'll think about that after we've got it. After we've got it put together, we'll think about how it's going to actually land. Because I was going to put some mag plates on the bottoms here somewhere. But a suspension block with mag plates? Suspension block without the wheel? Not a bad idea. Yeah, I could use some beam blocks too. A lot of times I do the shape just with armor blocks and then go through and think about like, where could I replace some things with other types of blocks? Like, if I knew what was behind here wasn't completely ugly, I would put beam blocks running through the middle here or something like that. I don't want to see what's behind this. So, I'm going to keep the scaffolding in there. Just in case we want to use that. So I'm trying to think through the miner. Like, the miner is going to be skinny. It's not going to be a massive miner. It's going to be skinny. So maybe if we just kept these 2 thrusters, or made this a row of 3 instead of 4, then they might still stick out far enough. Let's try that. Let's try that. That's right. Exactly right. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff here. You know, I turned the build and repair thing off. There we go. Oh, I bet that's how things are ending up in the locked containers that are in there. Because that build and repair is doing it. Yeah, we're going to fix that in just a minute. Yee. Just wanted to come out and give me a fist bump. Alright. This one is going to be toggle that on and off. And the other one, I'm just going to shut off entirely. And we will not use the platypus's build-in repairs anymore. Does that mean... Yeah, that means that you have stuff. There we go. Okay. We're good now. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. I talked about that last time. I could just do a turn and burn if I'm going really fast, especially if I'm going, I could just turn sideways. Like even just angling it and using the side and the front at the same time should be plenty. So I'm not terribly worried about it. I am terribly worried at this point about how it looks though. So let's get just all this out of here. Uncover this whole thing. I mean, I also have, like, right here, like, I could put internal braking thrust right here and face it forward, and if I get rid of this, I don't think it'll, you know, if the thrusters are here, because they'd have to turn from there, so here, that should be, that's as far as they would need to not be a problem. It's like, I could just do internal braking thrust right there. That would be easily doable. Then maybe I don't worry about this thing at all. Maybe we just make that part of the, you know, just armor over that. Yeah, let's do that. Did I lose my... There. Alright, I'm kind of tempted to just use these things all over the place since they're internal. Yeah, let's just do that. We can do probably... no, I can't do... I can do one up here, I think. Because I'm not armored underneath the solar panel. So why don't we do that? I'm going to do that same thing here. Just so that I remember to do it. And I think that should be... So that's 4, 8, and 6 is 14. There'll be 14 small thrusters braking, plus whatever is braking on the front of the miner, which if my builds... If my past builds that are designed to spend a long time flying through space have taught me anything, the thrusters will not be the only thing that is braking. That's a joke. It's different spellings of braking, you see. Hopefully you all got that. Alright, so this is going to kind of look a little bit more like a flying box. But... hang on, my mouse is dying there. There we go. Okay. So, I'm thinking... Yes, I am thinking. Always a good time. Come on. Alright. Now, what was I thinking here? There we go. We get a little bit of a section sticking forward there, protecting those thrusters. And then this will... We're just going to kind of basically slope this over to there and call it a day, I think. Uh-oh. Now, do I... how rapid of a slope do I want to have here? Because I think this is going to just kind of be like a sticking out tube. And right here may be where we want to have our girders around this thing. So I'm gonna start with this, with armor blocks, and then see if I can replace some with girders. I think that would look cool because this looks really industrial here behind this, you know, with the new inset thing, and I want that to be visible. Just curious, if I were to do this, how far would I get? That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So I have a plan. Yo. See those reflexes? Like a tiger. Beam. Just like the thing that almost beamed me in the head there. Alright. So I think... Still doing that. Still doing that thing where the sound kind of gets weird. Okay, so if I did so I did it like this. Just imagine this in, you know, it's all going to be in gray for now, but alright, now I need to be able to kind of... Actually, do I? Maybe not. Maybe we just do that. So this has the dual purpose of adding a cool beam effect over there, letting me see kind of see the status of the thruster, and you'll be able to see some of these thrusters firing behind it, because I won't build anything up there. I am still going to armor around the rest of this with just normal armor, but this way you'll be able to see more of what's going on here. So now I'm wondering if... Okay, it's all going away. Just because we're gonna push it out by one, so it'll actually start before that, and we'll start with this one. There we go. So that's where that will go. And then underneath, we're gonna... do like that. So this will stick forward one, or half. This will stick forward by a half. And we'll fill this in and try to make it slope down to the rest of this somehow. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to cover all that space just yet, but I think we can make it work. That's going to stay open there. I think that's going to look okay, even though it's going to be kind of flat there. I think that's okay. So the best thing to put here is going to be probably that. Now, for that spot, we could get the tiny little corner, or I could put a pointy guy right there. Kind of like pointy guy. Alright, we're going pointy guy. Take a shot if I say pointy guy. Alright, now, how am I going to... We could do... Come on. We could do this, and I could just start filling in behind it. Kind of deal. Or... Let's see, do we have... We've got, Come on. Yeah, we got things like this that we could potentially use to pull it back. Is that gonna end up... Well, this is gonna be a goofy looking bottom. I'm looking forward to how this turns out. Alright, so then what would I use? Does this also have that shape in it? It does, but only like this. So I could do... let's see, we would have to go... Ah, I see. So we could do it, it would look like this. That... I don't think... Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. So if we did that, then what would I need to fill in the rest of this? I'd probably have to use a one from the next block group over, I think. Like this guy or this guy, I think either one of these would work. I think I probably want this one. Because what we'll end up doing probably is just putting, since we're already at the level, like we could just go out with, in other words, like fill in the back with like that. Now if we, oh, not like that. That, not like that. Ooh, we're gonna have to go back to the goofy blocks over here, aren't we? Now, I need one that is... I need... Oh, I don't know that this block exists. I need one that has a regular half, like a regular slope on it. Does that exist? I don't think so. Okay, maybe I don't want to do what I was going to do, because it will look very weird. We're going to have to adjust this a little bit. Alright, so let's just take this pattern out to its conclusion here. So if we did this, Now, in theory, we could also extend the bottom out over this as well. If we wanted to. Yeah, I would love it if Space Engineers 2 had some sort of a system to let you, like, fill in the shape you need, you know? It's like, hey, these two blocks exist. Here, they clearly have points here, here, and here and here. Just connect them. Just make a face, you know, and connect it, make me a block. That would be very cool. Though I do think that the limited block shapes give me, like, they force me to do different shapes. And they force me to do things like shapes that don't entirely match up, you know, and things like that. So, makes for interesting designs, but it is frustrating during that portion where you're like, I know this must exist, or like, what are my options here? So I'm thinking... Okay, let me finish with this pattern up here and see where we end up. That'll take me to there. Then we would end up there. And then we do the same pattern again up here. Get rid of you. Put you there. Alright. So we could do that. We could also take this bottom and smooth it into that. This doesn't have to... Yeah, oh yeah, I agree about the detail blocks. Like, which additional blocks are we going to get? I imagine we're going to get some good stuff, but like, you know, looking at the stuff that people have made already is ridiculous. Like, with just the very limited stuff, people have made things that look better than things in this game already. So that's why I'm extremely excited. It's going to be like just a wealth of opportunity, you know. And you know, maybe it would be a good time to jump back into Space Engineers 2 for a little bit and do some fooling around with some builds one of these days. Next time I've got like a Sunday or something where I'm not doing anything, like this coming Sunday, actually. I have nothing scheduled yet. Maybe I should do a Space Engineers 2 hangout. Why do I feel like I'm about to get myself into a corner I can't get out of here? I need... Oh no, I'm good. Is this the pattern? I think this is the... No, that's not the pattern. I have a... Oh, do I have a block for that? I don't think I have a block for that. I do not think I have a block for that. This is going to be a thinking outside the box moment. Alright, I need to weld this so that I can see the shape better. Yeah, I feel like Space Engineers 2 is already... I'm going to back away from that a little bit for the sound. Space Engineers 2 is already like where Space Engineers 1 at the point that Space Engineers 2 is at right now is like 2 is in a very good position, I feel. Oh, it's still really loud way over here. Why is that so loud? I'm getting in to get some food over here. Yeah. I think that's the key mapping thing was the main frustration that I had last time, is my brain is still wired to do things a certain way. And, what was it? It was like placement rotation. I believe the precision placement was something I had a really hard time. Like, once you do it for a little bit, it's not a big deal, but like, I would much rather just have the same keybinds. Like when Space Engineers 2 is in a decent state, where it's like it feels like it could be playable. Like Space Engineers 1 was fairly playable way before it released. When Space Engineers 2 is that way, I could totally see like putting Space Engineers 1 away for a while, and then it'll be fine. Like I'll just learn whatever 2 is up to. But for the moment, switching back and forth, it takes me a while to remember and get back into the habit of things, so. Alright, that was a water sip where I forgot to tell people to like and subscribe. So, my bad. If you're liking the stream in real life, consider subscribing and throwing a like on the video to help with the engagement. And I do schedule things in advance pretty much all the time. Some exceptions apply, but I do tend to schedule things at least a week in advance. So if you want to get notified when I go live, consider subscribing. You know what I might do here? I might do an offset. Like an offset, since I don't have a thing that can really fit in there. Let's do like let's offset this. Like this. And I don't have a thing for you there, do I? This is probably just gonna be this. Well, maybe not. Not you. Not you. Not you. What do I need from you here? We could do this. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And get rid of you. That was unintentional, but I kind of like that little divot right there. Gives it something. Gives it a little something something. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, the menu bars. Yes, and like scrolling through groups is not. Oh yeah, that's a. You're right. That's a much bigger annoyance than the rotation. Definitely. Okay, so did I did do that correctly. Good. So I think I need to scooch on over to here, get this guy going. And then, oh wait, did I just delay my problem of not having a block that goes from that to that? I think I did. I have no block that goes from that to that. Huh. Huh. Well. Well, in a situation like this, is there? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. We're talking about going from half slope to quarter triangle or whatever this shape is called. That there's no piece for that, I don't think. Is it really in the transition blocks? Okay, alright, maybe. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious with me, Ajir? It was here. Okay, fine. Fine, the day is saved. It's a little bit... The way the, I don't know why I have the lights on. The way the, pattern doesn't quite line up with the plastic pattern there, and it's really thick there and really thin there. It just really gives it that, like, built in a hurry to escape the planet kind of feel. Like, we didn't bother lining up the panels very well. So. Yes, I'm sure I flipped past it a ton of times because I wasn't paying attention. It's a little lumpier than I was hoping, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done. That's not a bad idea. Alright, what am I gonna do on the front here? We need to make sure that we don't do anything that's going to mess with the merge blocks. So let's just slap those on there. Over here, thinking we do that. And then that, and then we're just gonna do the same pattern going out the other way. Which I already forgot how that pattern works. Something like that. So that'll be the front of the back, the kind of the tug. Very smooth, very nice, very demure. We still got we can kind of see the industrial part of that, which I dig. Dang, now I got to figure out how I'm going to do the top, because that's going to be different. Okay, let's run up top. Then we got to figure out the back. Oops. I'm looking at the back and I'm not paying attention here. Alright, you know what, actually, we're going to do we're going to, you know, let's just use these. I was going to go grab a ramp, but I don't care. I got plenty of iron. We're going to do a temporary-esque ramp up for myself. If I could get this. There we go. Now I can just kind of see. Alright, so I know, at least for this first row, we are going like this. Now, one thing I'm thinking is I should probably, at the very least, because it might look weird, fill in the back of this like this. And I'm gonna go up there. Run! Oh, almost. Faceplant. Run, jump. There we go. See if I can get the bottom section. I might have to take this out a little bit. But maybe we could go like there. I can't move. Building this thing. Okay, maybe I need to build the very top first. No, John, I'm gonna do stoplights. I know you meant spotlights. But when you said it, I immediately thought, uh-oh, where did that just go? That's not what I immediately thought. What? No. No. I immediately thought, yeah, we should put like red, green, yellow lights. And like when I want to slow down, we'll just set them to red. And when we're cruising, we'll set them to green. You know, and when we're getting close to the planet, we'll make them yellow. Right? So there we go. So we're going to make some stoplights. Or whatever people call them in other countries. You know, the traffic lights. Okay, so that looks good, and I think the reason I did that is because if you get right up on this and look through it, it might look kind of jaggedy in there if we don't do that, so. Alright. You know what I kind of need is a trampoline. Like, if I had a, I don't know, like a stack of rotors that I could stand on, and we pull the extension down, and then just like instantly cause all of them to extend. What do you call the rotors? The offset thing on the rotors. So make all of them do that. It'll launch me in the air. And then I can get up on the ship faster. See, that's thinking. Alright, how am I think this is going to have to look different than the bottom because of the solar panels. So, on the bottom we did... See, it's this row here is going to be completely different, or at least partially different. Okay, well I could at least start with the blending in portion, and then we'll go from there. So that's just doing this. Nope, I had it right the first time. Oh, I didn't do any of this top part over here, did I? We'll come back to that in a minute. Alright, I think that's everything there. We'll end up with one of those. Yeah, and then the top of this... Oh, I need to really fill this part in here so I could stand on it. Alright, that is going to get filled in there. It's not going to match the bottom entirely because of the merge block there. Let's see. I can't exactly match that, but we could do something like... What did I do on the bottom? Did I just do... Oh yeah, that's right, I did that. That won't work on the top because of where the merge block is. I mean, we could do it basically... Like, we could do the same thing, but just have the merge block sticking out of there. Yep. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Kinda don't want to. Yeah, I think we did... Oh, come on back. I think we did... Oh, I know you're in the next one, aren't you? Not that, although that actually might not look too bad. Yeah, let's actually do this. Because it'll look better on the top. Then we'll get rid of this guy. And do... I know there's a thing for this. Yeah, that's what I want to do. There we go. So then we'll have our merge block kind of poking out on the top there. That's good. Then I got to figure out what to do with this. So I want to leave one of these open so I can get to it. Then the rest... I think I might just do a... Just do like a simple pattern on top here. Yeah. Yeah, I know. The greebling is the hardest part. Because this is a separate network, it's not connected to anything else, so I've got to leave myself a hatch to be able to get stuff out of it, so I think I'm going to do that. Leave it kind of, I could put a light on the front of that. You know, just have like a little extrusion there. Although, let's see, I was going to blend this in a little bit better. Maybe I could... Maybe I could do that. And just do, let's see, we don't have these flat ones in the half slopes, right? What if we did this? And then, yeah, in other words, just made this a little bit bigger. You know, like that. Now we'll see it later. No, that doesn't look as good. That feels like it needs to slope down at the front now. Well, if I'm going to put a light there, maybe what we will do is just a small slope right in front like this. And then we'll put a light in between them. Yeah, that'll look okay. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I was trying to think through what things have which things have like a pass-through, and the connector totally does. So we could just do a connector there, although it's, yeah, it is symmetrical. Yeah, I like that. That ever so slightly changes the look of this area, because we'll just reverse this and go up to it then. There we go. Yeah, good suggestion. Good suggestion. I like that. Alright. So, that's our weird nosy front there. And that should detach completely. That should detach cleanly on all sides. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, let me do whatever I was going to do under there. Okay, I guess I got to keep that pattern going. We go like that, and then out, pointy like. How far do I have to do this from? Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't actually think I was going to make that. Okay. Is it from... I gotta remember this. Okay. So we're going... Oh, it's this one. That's where it starts. It goes like that, and then that one in front of the thruster. This is going to be a pain in the butt when I go to do this on the other side. Okay, so we do that. And then... Not that. This one, I think. That's in front of the thruster. And then we go out one, and then bring it to a point. Okay. Nope. Shoop. There we go. This way. There we go. Alright, now what do I need to do next to that? We are going... continue the half slope tips until 2 out from the thruster. And then we get into the weird pattern, which we might not carry on. Alright, so then... Let's see, are we just making it... Oh, this was the part where I said I would never remember what this block was. Light armor, sloped corner base. Light armor, sloped corner base. And then we go to that thing. Light armor, sloped corner base. Is that the one that's in this one? Yes, okay. Okay, so we do that. Get that on top. And then I think we just... Yeah, now we're going in the opposite direction. Now we do a 90 degree with these, and we're filling back into this pattern here. So, okay. Then we are... filling it all in underneath here. Oh, I see what the problem is. We're not actually putting it in the right spot here. There we go. Oh yeah, I know. I'm tempted to, I'm tempted, I'm not going to do it, but I'm tempted to take this ship into creative, slice it, mirror it, and then, be done with it. Should I actually bring out more support on the top so that the solar panel isn't just kind of like hanging over the edge like that? And did the... Can I fit another one right here? No. That block that I just built is not in the right spot. Can I get one of you in there? Thank you. Oh, no, I can't actually see where it is. It's that one right there. Ugh. Man, just get rid of these solar panels for a minute. I am crouched, right? Yep. Nope. Let's try a... Surely we're gonna get it now. Okay. So anyway, what I was wondering was, should this actually be more supported under here to look correct? Like, should we have a, like, just full blocks directly behind it? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking yes, even though it's going to be harder to get that block in there. But just like that, and then we still just fill in along it, and it's sticking up because there's a solar panel there. So then we need that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. So, there's half of our front done. And the bottom looks good. So let's go look at the back now. How are we going to do this? I want to try to avoid the typical, let's just armor entirely around the thruster. My foot fell asleep, hang on. Alright. While I wait for my foot to wake up, and I stare at this thruster, I'm going to take a drink of water, and I'm going to remind everybody, if you're liking the video in real life, to consider liking it in YouTube, and subscribe if you want notifications of when I go live. Maybe I should make like a timed pop-up on the screen that's just like water break, like and subscribe, like the professionals do, you know? Okay, this is the actual end of the ship right there. So this is going to become a bit of plastic, but We'll have that sticking out the back there. Now we could replace that with a with an offset one as well, or the inset one rather, not offset. Oh yeah, you can totally create wings. Literally anything that sticks out, like the we're taking a detour. Marcus asked about the aerodynamics mod and if you can use solar panels. So when I first started the bucket truck here, before we put the bucket arm on it, it had 2 solar panels on top that were sticking out. And if I got going fast enough, I would start to lose traction because it would start lifting up off the ground a little bit. So I had to be careful. But yeah, literally anything sticking out can create thrust. Which is why I'm hesitant to put any sort of like wings or panels or anything on here, because when I go to take off, it'll like the wind will move it and I won't go straight up and it'll be hard to keep track. And if I'm trying to get basically like the most efficient leaving of the planet, I need to go straight. And if the aerodynamics mod starts turning me, you know, when you're way up, it's hard to, you can't see the horizon indicator when you're pointed straight up. So it's hard to tell exactly how level you are when you're pointed up. So like if it moves me around a bit, I could end up going on an angle and, you know, just everything gets wacky. So that's my reasoning for this being as kind of boxy and compact as it is. I think if this was going to be a non-aerodynamics mod ship, I probably would have done something cool on the side with like some sticking out panels here that kind of guard the thrusters and stuff. That would have been really cool to do, but I'm not going to do it. Not on this build. So anyway, I was thinking we could put an inset one on the back here and give ourselves a little bit of extra room to work with, and I think I'm going to do that. That will not, to my knowledge, cause this ship to fall off of here. Yeah, caused me to fall off of there, but that's different. Alright, so we'll do this guy. Now is this thing symmetrical in both directions? Looks like it. Okay, cool. So we'll put that there. I think that looks really cool. I think it's a very cool way to bury it in the ship, and it gives us a little bit more options on what we can do. So what I'm thinking is I want to slope, maybe? Slope back from here toward this, and this is where we'll build around. I am the absolute worst at building around thrusters. I hate this. I hate this and building the front of the interceptor cockpit, or whatever that is, the long cockpit, building off the front of that. Coming up with a good looking front of a thing is equally as painful to me. But let me do a basic. That's wrong. Let me do a basic. Let me shut this off now that I put the button way over here. Yeah, the fighter cockpit. You're talking about Splitsies series. Not you, Siri. I said series. Thank you. Do I want to use that one? I know this is going to look boxy at first. We're going to iterate on it. You know, the problem, I've felt this too, the problem with Space Engineers is just that after you've done it enough, like, you can come up with, when it's just you playing, you can come up with cool scenarios and stuff like that that are fun for you to try out for a little bit, but if you're trying to do a series... No, Siri, I swear to God. If you're trying to do a TV show on the internet, especially one where you're bringing in other people to collaborate on it with you and keep it new and interesting, it's really difficult. Space Engineers is, like, you could do it for a long time, right? Like, Splitsy's been doing those things forever. I mean, since, like, pre-pandemic, he's been doing these different series, and after a while, you run out of ideas, you know? So, like, I've struggled with that, and that's why this series has just been, like, I'm just gonna land on this planet and do whatever I want for as long as, you know, I want. And I kind of stopped. I took a break from the let's have a very hyper-focused, this is the purpose of this series. You know, I don't have a goal other than we should probably see what those Factorum are up to, because I've never engaged with them before. But I don't want to just drop in a ship and go. I want to get there, and this gives me padding for a show, for a series. I swear to God, Siri, what are you doing? See, now she's not answering me now because she knows I'm mad. Oh yeah, I have a very nice career and a well-paid job, and this is entirely for fun. And sometimes this, like, if this ever stops being fun, I will be gone so fast. I just want you all to know that. Be prepared for that. If this streaming thing ever gets to the point where it is not fun anymore, I am out of here. All right, we'll have like a nice celebratory goodbye stream, and then that'll be that. And then I'll probably have a, you know, coming out of retirement stream a year later or something. Who knows? But the point is, I'm nowhere near that point as far as I know right now. But, you know, I am totally doing this for fun. That's why I don't ask for memberships. I don't ask for the donations. Like, if you want to give me those things, if you want to give me money for this, I will gladly accept it, but I don't need it. So, yeah. If we ever get to a point where I am trying to do this as my career, like if I get to a point where I have enough of a, like, viewer base where I feel like this literally could be my full-time job, I would probably rather jump off a cliff, because I don't think I could do this full-time. I'm not set up for it, and I'm not, like, it's a lot of pressure. Ajir, you probably know, like, there's a lot of pressure to get videos out and do fun and interesting things. Like, you know, I don't have the time for that. I get on the computer and I play video games, and then I go to sleep, and that's pretty much it. So I recommend it, honestly. Anyway, I don't at all like how this looks. I wouldn't mind if it just stuck out. Yeah, it's these corner bits now are I definitely don't like the corner bits. I wanted it. Oh, that's not good. Let's see if we get pink this entire thing and then get build and repair to get it. It's technically pink. I keep forgetting to put in that build state color mod. Get rid of it. Do you feel that pressure, Ajir? I mean, if it's your livelihood, I can imagine there's a lot of pressure on you. I mean, you're doing a good job. I've watched a lot of your videos. Some curved blocks? Do you mean these kind of curved blocks? I mean, we do have this shape that we're blending into. We could maybe do... Well, let's see. I mean... Oh, I should probably not have that color. We could do a... I'm trying to think. If I did like a curve around it. The other thing I'm realizing now is that I've got the solar panel sticking out this far, and I'm trying to kind of cover up the solar panel. So I think I have an idea. Oh. Yeah, Ajir, it's... I appreciate you saying that. And it's a, like, I don't feel like this kind of thing is a zero-sum game, you know? Like, I don't feel like we have to, like, there's room for everybody, you know? And I appreciate that you come on my streams and talk in the chat and everything, and, you know, I hope everybody is able to just, you know, do what they want to do. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking with this. I'm thinking we do top and bottom, because I want to get at least out to here with the solar panel. So what's my, how far out would I have to go? I might go one, I'm going to pink it because I can't reach it. So for next week, or I'm sorry, for Sunday, because I don't have a Halo stream on Sunday and I haven't scheduled anything else. Should I do another, it's going to be Space Engineers, I think. Should I do more of this shipbuilding on Sunday, or should I do Space Engineers 2? Wait a second, I can do, hold on, can I do, don't say anything yet. Don't say anything yet. I can do... Sorry, I'm doing this live. Hang on. Oh wait, can I not? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, did that work? Boom, there we go. There's a poll now. You can officially vote. The vote will be non-binding. But I will almost certainly do whatever the vote says, so. Did I do this the way I want? Yes, I did. Okay. So anyway, I'm thinking something like this. We'll do like a large top and bottom, and then like a smaller side. And I'll figure out how to slope this in a little bit. Maybe I should actually probably figure that out first. If we're going like this, maybe I don't really need to slope it in, or, you know what I mean, like make it perfectly match in, because we could... Oh, man, that came out of nowhere. Combo stream is probably... I probably wouldn't do, unless Space Engineers, unless we did 2 and it got goofy and we started doing 1 instead, just because I already feel like my streams are relatively short compared to other people's, and it's you know, I'd probably just do the one thing. But if we do two, and if we do SE2, we'd have to come up with a good goal. Like, and it would just be like, let's build a... Oh, I mean, we could say, like, let's build this ship or something like that. Let's build a moon ship or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, split screen. That'll be great. I'll just do... just play both at the same time. I'll have 2 mice and 2 keyboards, and I'll try to do both keybinds at the same time. That's the worst of all possible scenarios there. Alright, anyway. Now you guys got me all riled up on this. I'm never going to get to sleep. Ooh, actually, what if we keep doing like a stepped... Oh man, I kind of wish I'd done that on the front too, but how will that work if we're trying to kind of bring these together? Is it going to work really well? Potentially, yes. Actually. Potentially, yes. Oh man, this might work out somehow. Alright, so if we're doing... Well, if we're doing... Oh, actually... Okay, hang on. This shouldn't be dictating the shape. The top needs to dictate the shape. Because I need... God, my suit is going to smell so bad after being out in the rain all day. Alright, SE1 is currently winning, which is cool. I'm going to keep the poll open till probably just before the end of the show, so... And I'll give a periodic reminder for anybody who joins late. Okay, that is not what I wanted right there. Can I... Oh, yeah, okay. I want the flat one right there. Not that flat one, this flat, yeah, there we go, that's the one I want. That's fine, because I don't care if the corner of the solar panel sticks up a little bit. It obviously sticks up in a lot of places. I'm not terribly worried about that. So... Now... you know what? I take that back. Not the part about that, but the part about... that was not load-bearing. Come on. Oh, now I'm over here. No, just the part about using that instead of this. I want to use this. There we go. Except I want to use it here. Okay, so over here then, we are going to... Ooh, build something out of only detail blocks. So what does that mean in terms of, like, can I still use thrusters and stuff like that? Or, like, are you saying, like, only detail blocks, no armor blocks? Something like that. Why? Why? Can I... Why? Can I plop you there? That will help. A little, maybe? Now I gotta get up here again. When we finally get up into space and start making the space station up in there, we're gonna have to build a lot of, like, spots for me to walk around for realsies, because this is nuts. Okay, I like where this is going, I think. I know I've got a block for this, and I think it's this one. Yeah, okay, good. And... Ooh, we could do that. I like when I stumble upon an interesting shape. Let's do that and see how that looks from up here. Gonna be too square or no? No, I think that looks good. I think that looks really good. That's sick. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Cool. We'll figure out what goes under it in a minute. I'm going to figure out how to fill in this piece. Use the other blocks, but only detail armor blocks. Okay, the 2.5 centimeter only. Got it. 25 centimeter, 250 millimeter. Are we like, are we bidding on this? I realize some of those are the same thing. Okay, I get what you mean. The smallest block can be the only armor block. Are people allowed to change their vote in the poll? I don't actually know how YouTube polls work. I'm saying that just because SE 1 is winning right now. So this might be a moot conversation. Alright, though that doesn't mean, I will say, even if we don't do it this Sunday, that doesn't mean we can't plan a Space Engineers 2 stream for another time. So. Okay, so you know what I need is, I need to change how this thing is, because we put this block there specifically so that I could extend this, and then I didn't. Anyway, you know what I need is, like, italic blocks. Do you understand what I mean? Like a rhombus. I know I could put two, like, things together like that, but I need, like, if I want to just, like, take this surface and go to there, I guess I can still do that. Okay. Whatever. Ignore me. I don't think I built a bottom on there yet. I think this has to kind of go this way just because I want to keep this high underneath that. So I just need to go from this to that. That shouldn't be too hard. How am I going to go from this to that? We would go this guy. Base mirrored. Base. Yeah. And then... Oh, now the question is... Do I want... I think I want this here. And I want to get rid of that. And I think I'm just gonna extend that out. It's gonna be a really long line of flat slope. I'm gonna change this. Having this here kind of makes things difficult, but we could potentially move that if we come up with a better plan to connect all these things. But I think I'm gonna put I'm gonna put these. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Hang on. Good night, Ajir. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? Actually, instead of this, we could slope down and back up again, couldn't we? We could just grab this exact same block, and that wasn't the same block. It was this block. Mirror. It was the base mirrored, wasn't it? Yeah, and then we'll make this a, actually, I could just do that right now. This is a base. Like that. So what I want to do is, temporarily, I'm gonna make a bridge here. Take out this one. That scared me for a second because I thought the ship fell apart. And drop one of these in. And that should still be connected then. Actually, I'm going to grind these manually because... Is that a... Oh, unwelded block. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that'll be the back there. Oh, I like that. I like how that... I like how that looks. So let's fill the rest of this in. If I can find the block I'm looking for. Crap. Oh, not crap. Okay. For a second, I thought I had not built it properly. Okay, so there we go. So we do get a nice little bit of symmetry, and then it slopes into the back there. This could be another situation where we could maybe replace the center one with some beam blocks or something. Like we could have some more beam stuff happening back here to kind of match the front. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the same shape on the bottom. And then I'm going to guess... Actually, I kind of like how this part here doesn't even really... Like, it just kind of slopes in and that's it. Right? Like, there's no other... Oh, maybe that's the solution, huh? Maybe we do just a very basic line in between here. Yeah, actually, let's try that out. Let's try that out and see how that works. And then we only have to do the one... I only have to deal with the top and bottom, basically. Let's get some lights going here so I can see. Yeah, okay, so let me see if I can recreate this. We will have to do a little bit different, slightly, because there's no solar panels on the bottom, but we will adjust to that. So we go... It goes to the front of that. I think I got to get rid of this. Yep, the heat blocks, that's a good call. I do like the heat blocks. The heat blocks would be interesting. Like we should probably just crank them up, because this ship is going to use very little energy, given that it is entirely hydrogen powered and doesn't really do much else. So that'll be fun. All right, so we're going to say, I think this is how this part is going to go, like that. And then we'll do the rest of our thing there. In the middle here, we're just going to do exactly what I did here, which is going to be to... Let's see, do I have the ability to do this? I think so. Do I need to fill in for visual purposes? Do I need to fill in right here? I'm going to. I don't know if I need that or not. We're just going to do that right there. I might need to fill in behind that a little. Actually, can I? I don't know that I can, actually. No, I don't think so. The tank is there. So, yeah. Oh, wait, no, I can do one. I could do one row of blocks. Let's do one row of blocks so that we kind of seal that off a little bit. Yeah. Okay. What did we do? Let's see if can I reverse engineer this from how it is on the bottom or top? Let's see. So we start there, and then we've got one of these fellas, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's the taller one. Yeah, it's a taller one. Let's turn off the build and repair for a minute and let me iterate on this. I feel like these things they look like they should be the landing gear instead of more thrusters. Whatever. Alright. This thing, I think, is what I had next. And then... yeah, then we go ahead and slope over to this thing. Racing? Racing what? Racing stripes? I don't think that's supposed to go there. Where do I have... I need like a drone with a camera that I can fly up to the top. I might have something come out that looks like it's holding on to this thruster a little bit better. But anyway, we start... yeah, I need to go one more. Okay. Let me try something up here. If we do that, and then... and I use this thruster instead of the Sparks of the Future one. By accident, but I kind of like it. I don't feel like the small grid ones look as bad as the large grid ones. Like, I think the large grid, large thruster looks just extremely industrial, whereas the small one kind of looks futuristic enough. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to do that, to have that stick out. And then we start our... is that really where the thing is? I can't... oh. That should be okay, though, right? We're just looking in the hole right there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so... oh, no, wait, but how do I... I'm going to cover over that. I got it. Racing, build, and repair... oh, yeah, okay, I gotcha. I didn't read your comments at the appropriate time, so I lost all the context of it. I'm going the wrong way with this, aren't I? Alright, so we'll have that. No, we won't. That doesn't go there. What's the next thing after that one? This is why duplicating the other side is going to be ridiculous. Alright, so we got that. Then the big one, and then the little one. Okay. This one. Alright, and then we hit it with this one on top of that. And then do we just connect it with... what is directly... I think it was just a... yeah, just a slope. Half slope tip. Cool. So that's good there. We need to... we need to do that to finish that off. Then I think that takes care of that one side, except for under here, which we'll have to figure out. Because on the top, this is the solar panel here. Where does the solar panel go to? I think it goes to like almost the edge of the thruster, right? Yeah, it's even with the edge of the thing here. So it basically is the entire top. It goes till here, so... actually, could we... we could put one of these things on there, just to kind of even that up. Which would mean that down here, I have a opportunity to do this. Now, this is basically all flat down here at this point, or at least it could be all flat. Which I usually don't care too much about the bottom of the ship. Like, it could just be all flat down here, and I wouldn't really care too much, but... let me see. So I think we've got in the center... yeah, we got a row of full block in the center. Yeah, the top is weird because it's... oh no, yeah, full block there, and then the half block is the solar panel. Right, so this is all... this should all be just full block covering this. I always have bad luck with laser antennas. Like they always bug out for me, and so I've generally shied away from them. But you know what? Let's try them. That's a good call. Let's try them and see if we can get them to work. Yeah, maybe we should leave a laser antenna on the. Or actually, I don't think we'll have to set them up later because I don't have line of sight from here to the moon. But if we make a space station in space and put a laser antenna down to here, and then a laser antenna to the moon, then we'll be able to connect everything in a big network, and that would actually be really cool. So if I could get that to work, I'd be very happy with it. So remind me in like 3 months when we get to that point, and we'll see what we could do. All right, now I think I did. I'm going to try and work backwards from here. I'm on the wrong block. We did... Nope, I'm still on the wrong block. There we go. We did this, and then we were doing... Wow, I'm really... My hand is just all out of place now. There we go, we did these. Transition base, base mirrored. There we go, so that was how that ended. And then... How did we connect all this together? Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably all just going to be flat, because this is just where the solar panel was, and I don't feel like greebling in here, so we'll just put flat, flat, flat. Oh, amount of steel plate. We go through so much steel plate. Alright, and then... Okay, now I gotta really figure this out. So... Going from there to there... We did... Right. Correct. Okay, that I remember now. So we started with that, and then we do a slope. And then we go back to our transition base, which I don't remember if it's supposed to be mirrored or not. I think no. There we go. And then I think the rest of this is, like, that's it. The rest of this is just flat, according to me. So, let's make it not entirely flat, but we can kind of slope this in. We can make this a little bit of a... let's see, I'm kind of thinking we... Where's the end of the thruster? Thruster ends there. And so we could do... Well, I think because of this hole right here, I've got to kind of cover this. So we could go... Let's not do this. Let's keep this as a flat spot. And then...
Energy flow.
Ooh. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna forget to go and get energy. Which I don't really think has much consequence for me. Ooh, ooh, I kind of want to leave that like that and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm using all my lights, that's why I'm running out of energy. Let me go and hop into something. I was really hoping that would get me away from the noise. Oh, and there's the sunset. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Alright, does that look good? I think this part needs to be broken up a little bit. Oh, this part, how does that look? I don't like that. Don't like that, but what I might like is a recessed slope right there, since we're doing all sorts of, like, slopey nonsense. In this case, I think this needs to be... I think we need to... Let's see, that's not the shape I want. This could be... No. I can't really do anything with that shape, can I? I could do that. And then we could slope that in there. Now that'll actually work good, because it'll go right to the batteries then. There we go. We could even cover up half the batteries if we want, like going across there. Like that. There we go. I like that better. I like that better. Alright, so this part... Two things. I don't think I can do anything about that, though. Like, that just kind of has to be flat there, because that's where the thing is attached. So... but... if we change how this side is, we could probably change how that is as well. If we did... Okay. I have a plan that may or may not be what you might consider a good plan. Okay. The plan is... I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, and then let's see if I could sneak this behind there. Like that. Which means on this side all we would do is grab this guy and do that. Because that's kind of gets sliced off on the end there. So it's not entirely, just so it's not entirely flat, you know? Actually, that helps see the depth a little bit. Just so it's not entirely flat, and it does mirror what's happening on this side as well. I wish I had a better view up in there, but... Okay. So I think at this point, this is... I don't think I have a way to... Oh, I could get some small thrusters on this side, Marcus, coming out of the side of the connector, but I think I like how it turned out. I don't think I'd be able to get any... Oh no, I could, because they're... Well... Yeah, because they could always just come out of the side of the thruster. Yeah. Well, that changes everything now, doesn't it? Would we want 12 small thrusters, or would we want them only on one side? You know, only on, like, the outside or the inside? I was about to declare this design complete. Or at least complete in terms of basic shape. And now you've got me thinking. So if we did that, we'd have to come out, and then they would have to come up a level, because they are... Yeah, we'd have to angle it and put them there, so they would be one forward. They would be at the same level as this thing. Well, that would definitely kind of solve the problem of this part looking weird. Actually, would that replace that entire pillar? I think it would. Yeah, I think it would, because this back row would become the connectors, and then this front row would become the thrusters. And what would we do? What time is it? Do I have time for this? Probably. Let's do it. Let's do it and see how it looks. That should not fall off, I hope. Alright, and then I need to find a way to get myself in there. This may still look okay like this, actually, even with the little thrusters there. All right. So we will go... let's see, I think I have to start with a small conveyor. So we're going to have to deal with that, but that's okay. I don't think you'll really see it. Then I want to do some... You will potentially see this. Where's the curved? There we go. So I want to do the opening on the outside. On this side, I actually will do it on the same direction because you won't see it up against that wall. Oh, I did that wrong. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. That's going to be plenty of thrust. We might not even need these atmospheric thrusters. In fact, I can pretty much guarantee we won't need the atmospheric thrusters, but at least they'll help us not use so much hydrogen on the way up. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good, Marcus. I like that. Good suggestion. That's awesome. That looks really cool. Alright, we got a winner. Oh, jeez. Of course. In my moment of triumph. Okay, so. If we were to look at it... Let me get rid of some of the stuff here. So, if we were to look at it from this side, this is basic. There we go. Backed up onto the buttons. Alright, so if we were to look at it from this side, pretend this isn't there because that's part of the miner, technically. This is going to be our moon ship. It's basically a big old thruster-filled box of hydrogen and containers. which is what we wanted it to be. So that will be how we get... This is what's going to push us to the moon, and then we'll have our mining ship attached to the front there for doing some mining of silver and mining on the moon. So that's how our front of the thing would be, and then if we want to go down memory lane, we could look at the other side and remember what the inside looks like underneath there. It's actually kind of cool looking on its own. So, now I'm trying to remember if there was anything else I wanted to put in here, because now would be the time to try to fit it into the little leftover spots. I think I do want... Actually, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to put in some programmable blocks, because I wanted to use... How did I think just one script. I was going to use one to keep the thrust minimal. But you know what? You never know. I'm going to put a bunch of them in. I'm going to put in 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And we just won't use them if we don't use them. Now, I don't know that I'll need event controllers. I do have other space I could dig into on the top to get those things. So, I think this looks good. I think this looks good. Having the braking thrust kind of hidden in the front there, plus hidden right there, is nice. It gives the enemy the illusion that I cannot be stopped. And, yeah, I think the rest of it looks... This is kind of boring. The top looks pretty good. Let's run up top. Now I got to go all the way around. There we go. Top also very boring. Okay. So, next time... I'm not going to make any promises about off-stream time recreating the entire side again, because this is a lot of stuff, and it might... I probably am not going to have the time to actually take a look at it before Sunday, since we are 80% of the votes have been for Space Engineers 1 and 20% for Space Engineers 2. I think that's pretty definitive. So I will look to schedule a Space Engineers 2 stream in the near future, just because there's updates coming out all the time and bug fixes and stuff. And I think we do actually have Vertical Slice 1.1 coming soon. So maybe I will go look up when that is supposed to be happening, and try to plan a stream around that. So we'll see. But Sunday we'll do Space Engineers 1. We'll be back here. If I don't have time to do the other side off stream, we're going to pretend it's done, and we'll work on the miner on the next stream. And if I do get it done, then great, it'll be done. But if not, we'll just always look at this side and work on the miner for the next one. And then if we have time at the end, then we'll just spend it doing up the other side. So that'll be next stream. Tomorrow I'm doing EDF with Pat, aka Skeletor, as usual on Fridays. We're getting extremely close to the end of this game, which is something we've been playing for over a year, and I actually don't even know what we're going to do on Fridays after that. So we'll think of something, but that's coming up. I think we might actually beat the game tomorrow. I don't know. But we'll figure out what's going on Fridays after that. So Sunday, Space Engineers, and then next Thursday, Space Engineers. We're just keep on rolling with the Space Engineers, and yeah, we're gonna keep on doing it. So thanks a lot, everybody. Marcus, Sajir, Rumblestrip, John, everybody talking in the chat today. Appreciate it. I know many of you have drifted off to sleep listening to my voice. That's okay. Have a good sleep, everybody, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.